No.
Maxwell, a couple
Yeah.
things I want to mention to you. Let's start with Den. You probably saw the docket update.
Yeah.
Secondly, Den is being forced to go down to speak with Anna, right?
Yeah.
It started with her asking him and Den saying, "Am I being detained?" And she said, "Yes." Well, maybe not. Kind of something like that. Unfortunately, Den is taking it in the ass, and I'll explain why. I told him he needs to write down that entire interaction, like literally verbatim of what happened. Instead, but unfortunately, he's got a bit of ACDC, and I don't think he understands what's happening to him, right? He may think he knows what's happening, but that's irrelevant, because if something egregious is happening, right? Like he's getting targeted, fired, whatever the fuck, is that he has to document that interaction, because the way it's being handled, it sounds like it's illegal, right? I say sounds like...
They said he's sort of detained. They didn't say he was detained.
You can't just sort of detain somebody.
That's what Anna told him.
Yep. So that
he was told to get a lawyer.
Yep.
Doc is trying to handle it.
Who is?
Sorry, I surgery this morning.
Oh, are you okay?
Snow's working with the marshals.
What?
Snow shot me today, and he knows about Den. He knows that Den's meeting with the marshals today, and he knows the case might get thrown out. He said it is being thrown out.
Oh!
I told them not to put it in the report. I think the marshals are working with Snow.
What fucking bizarro world are we living in?
Snow said he talked to Dark about stopping the investigation. And Dark wouldn't listen. And then he said Den has a meeting today with the marshals.
How would he know that?
He's working with the marshals, Nino. I told Snow he knows more about the case than I do. You called me when they took me. Snow knows that Shiesty has a meeting today and that he's in trouble. Snow knows the case is going to get thrown out. Snow talks to Dark. He told me. I don't know who is telling him all these things, but he knows more about this case and investigation than I do myself. And he sent Charlie to the ICU as a message today. And then that's when he came after me as well.
Maxwell, you need to write all of this down into a private report.
They can see our private reports. They can see everything, Nino.
Then put it into a Google document. We
aren't safe.
Jesus fucking Christ.
They took me from my front door, Nino. I was on the phone with a doctor when they took me. Just came out of my house to come to work.
What in the actual fuck?
Talking to the doctor about Charlie being in ICU. And the guy pulled up with a gun. And he knew the marshals were at the location that he was taking me to and said they had to go to a different location. How do they know where the marshals are and what the marshals are doing all the time? Either Snow's a fucking marshal or somebody's a fucking rat. And the marshal told me that a lot of people have a lot of respect for Snow. And so don't be surprised just to watch out for my back. So they told me a week ago. The marshals told me that.
These guys conveniently, the conveniently are nowhere to be seen assisting with the raid that they should have a lot of interest in. And the moment they find an opportunity to fuck over people that they don't like, they go as far as working with obstructing justice and allowing officers to get hurt. That's actually insane. But that's what happens when you put someone like Angel in power. She doesn't know the difference between a head and an ass.
Can't
And
trust any of them.
No. Well, I mean, it's her people.
I don't even know where to tell Doc to put my statement, but I told him, please don't put that I said that. I think that the marshals are involved in the statement.
Who did you say this to?
Doc.
Doc?
Doc Masters, yes. He's been helping. He's an officer. He's been helping with everything from day one with the raid.
Wow. I think that what needs to happen is that you, me, Moss, and Tyler need to speak off duty. Maxwell, I need you to trust me here. Someone needs to get Den off duty and get a very coherent statement made by him with as much verbatim, like interaction of what transpired between him and Anna somewhere written.
Okay. I'm going to have Doc do it because he's the only one that's been really looking out with stuff like that. And he told Den to get a lawyer, not to talk to them without a lawyer.
Yes, I told him the same thing. The problem is Den is spiraling, and I can tell that.
Oh,
and
hold on one second. Doc, can you go call Shiesty, please, and tell him to meet me here right now. Now, I don't care what he's doing. Okay, 1 second.
I would recommend that this, given what's transpiring, he puts this information into a Google Doc as well. Now, I don't know. Did he take yeah? I can assist where is needed, but this shit goes deep, Maxwell. It really does. And you know, there's just so much happening at once. It feels like a fucking. We need to do something. Attack on all fronts.
Yeah, it's never going to stop, right? If it doesn't stop now, it's going to keep going for the next group of people.
That's right.
I'm going to get a statement. I'm going to have Doc get a statement from him off in his own notepad of everything that happened with Anna. And then,
yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to. Trig isn't going to be around. My biggest caution here is. Let me break down what I am witnessing. The first question is, does Dan need to? Are you aware of the 311?
What 311?
Anna told Den that if he doesn't like speak to her, he's gonna have the 311. You should read it. She's trying to force him without a lawyer, effectively, because there is none right now, to talk to her. Otherwise,
I'll have Doc document it.
Yeah, and Den.
So Mhm.
Den is not very legally minded, and
I know.
he's extremely trusting. And
Mhm.
my concern is he goes and
Say too
fucks him
much. No, I
exactly.
know. I know. I know. That's
Um,
why I want him to have a lawyer. But I wanted you to know what I heard today because I
mm,
don't honestly know. I have nobody to go to with this. Like literally the only judge I would even trust to call is related to the case. So it's like I can't
yeah,
even call him, like I don't trust anybody. I think everybody's working with each other and they're just fucking anybody that doesn't fit
it,
their agenda.
that's exactly the problem. It is corruption at its highest. And trust me when I say that I'm doing the best that I can, but we're also having that resource issue. I'll tell you right now, Maxwell, lawyers are telling me that they're afraid of doing anything because they're going to lose their job. Imagine what some of the judges think. Imagine what marshals that are not in Angel's umbrella are going to think. It's one big fucking DOJ freak off.
Yeah.
If
I've
we thought Max's freak offs were
yeah,
crazy, this is on another level.
I believe it. And it's honestly pathetic.
It is. It is.
It's fucking everything that Angel said she was protecting people from doing to them, she's doing to us.
She's drunk on power. Yeah. Um.
I
Okay.
I honestly just don't even know what to do right now besides yeah, just try to put down everything that I can think of in reference to the marshals. And I mean, who's even going to believe this? Who's going to believe that there's corrupt marshals like the
Everybody
above
knows.
everybody?
Everybody already knows is the thing. The problem is that most people have lost faith in the fact that anyone can do anything because the system is designed that way. And
Right.
unfortunately,
Like who's
recognize
above them? Who's above the
there,
marshals?
I have access to those people.
Angel?
I have no
Okay.
access to those above her. The problem is that, and this is why it's important that these things get documented, because I cannot do anything unless I have evidence. And I know the evidence is there, but I need people to put pen to ink. Otherwise, otherwise it's just
Okay.
stories.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
Okay.
get
Let's
these.
let's meet up like after tsunami.
Okay.
All right. Why is
There's
Eugene here?
a Halloween party at Viv's
Yeah.
house. I guess I'm not gonna make it to that.
Anything in
Okay.
regards to my case?
All right.
No, nothing yet. They
Just
seem pretty hard
call
on.
me.
It
Yeah,
is
call me
fucking
after.
Halloween, isn't it?
Mhm.
Jesus fucking Christ. I guess the devils are out to play.
Yeah. I got my crime
Yeah.
scene tape, don't you worry. Wrapped up in it.
Mm. All right.
Yeah. All right, Nino. I'll
All
talk
right.
to you in a little bit.
You take care.
All
Bye.
right, you too.
Oh my
Yeah,
fucking.
this
You're so fucking
Hey,
with
did you-
LSPD again.
Hey, Graham.